In today's video, we are going to discuss the SNS Greatsword tank build in Throne and Liberty. Along with it, we will discuss the best weapons, stats, skills, weapon mastery, equipment, rotation, and tips and tricks for this build, so stay tuned. First up, we have the best weapon for this build. As a primary weapon, we have a sword and shield and a great sword as a secondary weapon. All these weapons are very helpful while dealing with groups of adversaries. As for the stat points, the most crucial statistic is strength, so make sure to stack it as much as you can. The stat distribution is as follows: Strength Tater, Dexterity, Wisdom, Perception. Now we discuss the defense skill. For sword and shield, we have the shield survival technique skill, and for the great sword, we have the iron point parry. For our tank build, we'll choose the shield survival technique to boost our defense. It helps us heal, reduce damage taken, and gives us a shield that absorbs damage for a short time. Now it is time for the passive skills. Most skills are from sword and shield, and some are chosen from the great sword. The skills are as follows. Sword and shield skills are as follows: Shield Strike, Strategic Rush, Counter Barrier, Chain Hook, Provoking Roar, Fortress, Da Vinci's Courage, Will Breaker. Greatsword skills are as follows: Valiant Brawl, Precision Dash, Stunning Blow, Ascending Slash. Now we have the passive skills, which are as follows: Sword and Shield. Passive skills are as follows: Resilient Mind, Aegis Shield Spectrum of Agony, Gerard's Patience, Impenetrable, Greatsword. Passive skills are as follows: Victor's Morale, Robust Constitution, Indomitable Armor. Upgrading your skills and passives in the right order will make combat much easier in Throne and Liberty, but it takes time since you need growth stones to upgrade. Higher quality growth stones are harder to find, so it's important to plan which skills to upgrade first. Note, you unlock higher level skills at higher qualities like Rare or Epic, so you won't need to upgrade every skill from scratch. For our tank build, we'll focus on upgrading defensive skills first. Stick to this plan, but feel free to make a few detours. It won't hurt the build too much. In the end, you'll max out all skills anyway. Now it's time for weapon mastery. As you use a weapon, you gain points in weapon mastery, unlocking perks that boost your character's power in Throne and Liberty. This happens automatically as you play with the sword and shield. For our tank build, we'll focus on the provoke and counter line at the top. Keep adding points there until you max it out. Now it's time for the best equipment for that build. When leveling up this build, don't worry much about gear. It only matters after level 50. Just equip whatever you find and focus on upgrading your skills. Look for gear that boosts max health, endurance, and evasion. Getting the perfect traits on gear takes time, but don't worry, the build will still work well even without them. If we talk about rotations, tank builds don't have a strict rotation. You'll need to react to whatever the enemy throws at you. The key is to use the shield survival technique when an enemy hits you with a fury attack to heal and gain a magic shield for protection. Don't use all your skills right away. Save the high cooldown skills for tough situations when you really need them. Stay ready and adapt. Tank tips and tricks. Don't focus too much on gear early on. Gear farming only becomes important after you hit the max level. Get equipment that gives you extra maximum health, endurance, or evasion. Always keep track of your cooldowns, especially on the high cooldown skills.